So many new phones, so little time, but they're all from Verizon. Guys, slow down. What's going on? I'm Noah from TechnoBuffalo.com. I got the trophy. We'll do that one later. It's the LG Revolution. Alright, so 4 new smartphones from Verizon this week. Crazy week. Droid X2, Xperia Play, the PlayStation phone, HTC Trophy, Windows Phone 7 handset, and then the LG Revolution, this guy right here, $249 on contract, available May 26th, so it's available now. And we saw this is another 4G LTE handset. We saw this one first debuted back at CES in January, but available now, $249 on contract. So we'll get this fired up. Battery? Do we have some battery life? Can we turn it on? Usually they ship with enough battery to at least, you know, power it up and say hello. There we go. I felt a little tickle. So while that's turning on, also in the box, you get a notice telling you some stuff you need to do. You get, it's pretty typical Verizon, you get your USB cable, you get your charger, you get your manuals, and that's it. That's generally how Verizon devices go. I'm liking the new black and red kind of stealthy box though. I think that's I like that look. So the phone itself, while it's booting up, it's a 4.3-inch display, WVGA 800 by 480. So not quite as high res as the new QHD displays on some of those Motorola phones like the Droid X2. But 4.3-inch, 800 by 480. On the back you've got a 5-megapixel camera with flash, autofocus, 720p HD video capture. On the left side you've got an HDMI port. You've got a rocker switch with a little piece of plastic there. We'll take that off. Phone's got a nice feel to it. Nice kind of luxurious, kind of soft grip feel. Not the thinnest phone around, so you know, feels a little bit not bulky, but a little bit thick and heavy, I guess, relative to some of the other newer devices. Not too bad though. On top you've got your power lock switch, which is kind of it's flush mounted, so I had a false press the first time, but you know, it's fine. 3.5mm headphone jack for audio. On the other side you've got USB, and then your standard Android buttons on the bottom there, your capacitive touch buttons. Front-facing 1.3 megapixel camera. The big news here, it's a 4G LTE phone, so like the HTC Thunderbolt. It's powered by a 1 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. It's got Bing as the default search engine, not Google, so that's kind of interesting. Bing Maps, Bing Search, you know, the whole thing. You've got, you know, looks like some custom LG widgets. So we'll scroll down here. We've got the multimedia galleries here, music and photos and all that kind of stuff. 16 gigabytes of storage out of the box. Wi-Fi, of course. Mobile hotspot compatible as well. Some more widgets here. There's a weather widget. We've got a friends widget for Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. A news widget powered by Yahoo. Well, that's kind of nice with your news and stock and all that. You know, everything kind of all in one place. And there you go. We'll go into the apps here and see what's pre-installed. So communication, you've got an LG Facebook app, you've got Mobile IM, Twitter for LG. Kind of nice actually how they, you know, took a little care here, differentiate a little tiny bit, and put these put your apps into categories here. So communication, news and search, media. You've got Kindle pre-installed, BitBop, Blockbuster. You know, is this value add or is this bloatware? I don't know. But Netflix pre-installed. Nice to see an Android handset out of the box with Netflix. Not everybody uses Netflix, obviously, but if you do, that's good stuff. Desk Home, Polaris Office, Setup Wizard. So lots of stuff going on there in your pre-installed thing. And then I think you can change to list mode. You can manage categories, kind of move things around, or you know, customize the way you view things. So you know, people who like the stock Android are already have probably turned off the video I've discussed. But you know, kind of nice to see LG doing some minor, kind of subtle differentiation there. So let's go to let's get into a website here. We'll go to TrueHoop. This has been my go-to lately. Man, last two games, rough stuff with both Oklahoma City and then Chicago last night, blowing fourth quarter leads to lose themselves on home out of the playoff series. We've got a Miami-Dallas final, which, you know, frankly, I think they are the two best teams, but not necessarily what I wanted to see anyway. So there you go. You know, off the bat, hard to tell because I'm rendering a web page. I'm not, you know, doing anything. It's network dependent as well as processor dependent. You know, I think the performance, I'm just guessing here, educated guess. I think the performance is going to be just fine. I think it's not going to be as blazing as the dual-core phones. We're still waiting for the Snapdragon Qualcomm to push out a dual-core phone. So the Droid X2 with a dual-core NVIDIA Tegra 2, I think is going to outperform the single-core Snapdragon processor, even though it's the latest version of Snapdragon. Just in terms of raw performance, I don't think that's going to matter a whole lot to most people. But in terms of future-proofing, that kind of stuff, we'll have to do some tests, see how it handles 1080p video and, you know, run the benchmarks, all that kind of business. But the big news here is the 4G, of course. The 4G performance on Verizon has largely been quite impressive if you have it, as I do out here in the San Francisco Bay Area. So we'll have to check that out, maybe do some head-to-heads with the Thunderbolt, or maybe send it off, I don't know, maybe we'll send it off to John, or maybe even off to Mike. You guys might be meeting Mike pretty soon, which I think is going to be fun. Nice addition to Techno Buffalo. Psyched about Mike Perlman joining the herd recently. Anyway, there you go. It's just an unboxing, so let's call it here. It's a first look at the LG Revolution. Again, this came out, was introduced back at CES in January, but it's officially available now on Verizon. $249 is your on-contract price. Available right now. There I am. Hello. And 4G, dual cameras, single-core processor, not dual-core, but, you know, all the other goodies, mobile hotspot, all that good stuff. Available right now from Verizon. Thanks to Verizon for lending us this one, along with all those other ones. I got to get to the next one. We still got one more to go here. Till next time, my name is Noah. Thanks for watching. The website is Techno Buffalo. You can follow us on Twitter. You can like us on the Facebook. You know, you can buy shares, and some of us know, on Empire Avenue. Any of you guys use Empire Avenue? What's the deal with that anyway? So, but I'm listed, John's listed, we're all listed. Go buy shares in us. Till next time, see you later. Bye-bye.